bright lights, red and blue graphics, flashing special report. The camera zooms in on a visibly agitated Donald Trump sitting across from a conservative host. The audience is tense, HOST leaning forward. Mr. President, you've made explosive claims about Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. You've even gone as far as to say, quote, she should be arrested for treason. Care to explain? Trump puffing his chest, voice booming. Care to explain? I've already explained. She's dangerous, folks. She's undermining America. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Jasmine Crockett is committing acts of treason against this country. And frankly, if the Justice Department had any guts, she'd be in handcuffs right now. The crowd of Trump loyalists claps, but the sound is uneasy, mixed with murmurs. Host, and what exactly do you consider treason, sir? Trump smirking. Treason is what she does every day, challenging me, blocking my policies, trying to stop me from making America great again. You don't go against your president like that, you just don't. Suddenly, the split screen changes. Jasmine Crockett appears live from Washington, D.C., standing at a podium, surrounded by reporters. Scene to Jasmine Crockett's press conference. The background is the Capitol building. She's holding a folder of documents, her tone calm but razor sharp. Jasmine smiling faintly. Mr. Trump, I heard your little meltdown just now. And let's get one thing straight, you don't get to redefine treason just because someone hurt your feelings. Reporters chuckle quietly. Jasmine flipping open the folder. Treason is defined in the United States Constitution. Article 3, Section 3, it says, and I quote, treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. Mr. Trump, I'm not levying war, I'm not aiding enemies, but you might want to check your own record before throwing that word around. Gasps ripple through the press corps. Scene 3, Trump's live reaction. The Fox host turns to Trump, who is shifting uncomfortably in his seat. The camera splits Jasmine's live feed on one side, Trump on the other. Jasmine continuing, let's talk about aid and comfort to enemies. In 2018, you held a private, unrecorded meeting with Vladimir Putin in Helsinki, refusing to brief even your own national security team on what was discussed. In 2019, you publicly called on China to investigate a US citizen, your political rival. In 2020, your administration delayed military aid to Ukraine for personal political favors. And in 2021, you told violent rioters to fight like hell and march to the Capitol while you sat in the White House and watched it unfold. Trump's face turns red. He's opening his mouth but no sound comes out. The host fidgets nervously, leaning into the mic, voice like steel. You want to talk about treason? Look in the mirror, Mr. Trump. Scene for the 33-second meltdown. The clock in the corner shows 33 seconds have passed since Jasmine started her constitutional definition. Closing parenthesis. Trump exploding. That's fake news. Fake. You're lying. You're a liar. His voice cracks. He slams his hand on the table. Papers scatter. The studio crew freezes, unsure if they should cut to commercial. Closing parenthesis. Trump yelling louder. I never met with Putin like that. I never told China. Well, I did, but it was a joke. And Ukraine loves me. Everybody loves me. This is a witch hunt, a disgrace. You should be in jail, Jasmine. You're the one. He's breathing heavily now, sweat visible under the studio lights. The host tries to step in. Host, sir, maybe we. Trump pointing at the screen, voice trembling, turn her off, cut her mic. I'm not listening to this garbage. But the control room keeps Jasmine on. Her calm demeanor against Trump's visible unraveling is devastating. Scene 5, Jasmine's final strike. Jasmine waits for him to finish, then delivers the knockout line. Jasmine, you can try to silence me, Mr. Trump, but the Constitution is louder than your ego. You don't get to arrest people for disagreeing with you. This is America, not your personal reality show. The press erupts in applause. Even some of the Fox studio crew can't help but smirk. Jasmine closing the folder. And if you keep throwing the word treason around, I might just remind the American people exactly how many times you've played footsie with foreign dictators for your own gain. Scene 6, the aftermath. Twitter explodes. Hashtags, #treason, hashtag Crockett crushes drum trend instantly. News outlets replay the clip of Trump losing control in those fateful 33 seconds. CNN anchor, in what can only be described as one of the most spectacular live television meltdowns in recent memory. Donald Trump demanded the arrest of Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett only to have her recite the constitutional definition of treason and list multiple incidents. from his own presidency that raised far more serious questions. Trump's reaction was not calm. Clips play, Trump's face turning beet red, his voice cracking, the table slam. MSNBC host. Trump wanted to brand her a traitor, but ended up reminding America of his own foreign entanglements. This was not the win he thought it would be. Scene 7. Jasmine on late-night TV. Later that night, Jasmine appears on a late-night comedy show. The host rolls the infamous 33-second meltdown in slow motion. The audience howls with laughter. Host: so Jasmine, what was going through your mind while he was unraveling? Jasmine smiling: I was just wondering if the Secret Service was going to hand him a juice box when it was over. The audience roars. The host wipes away tears of laughter. Final scene. The narrator's voice. Slow zoom on the Capitol at night. Narrator voiceover. In the end, Trump's demand for an arrest became the moment America saw who was really panicking. In 33 seconds, a calm recitation of the Constitution broke through years of bluster and branding, and for once, the loudest man in the room wasn't the one in control. Fade to black. Credits roll over a freeze frame of Trump's shocked face.